Welcome back to the 2013-2014 school year. As most of you know, I'm Martha Moak, the Executive Director of Special Education for United ISD. You will be viewing a short video that was created with a light heart and hard work for the purpose of entertaining you and at the same time informing you on some critical issues when it comes to holding legal ARD meetings. The video is a montage of critical, or should I say fatal, errors made during ARD meetings. Please enjoy, but at the same time take these errors seriously and to heart, as they have led to very expensive and time-consuming complaints and/or due process hearings with TEA. Now sit back and enjoy the video.
Ms. Diag.
Yes, Mr. Principal?
Good morning. We need to have an emergency ARD.
An emergency ARD today?
Yes, ma'am.
But we haven't even given the parent the 5-day notice.
Those 5 days notice. I spoke to the mom. We're having the meeting today in 5 minutes.
Parents must be provided with the ARD notice at least 5 days before the ARD according to the Texas Administrative Code. Provide the parent with the option of waiving the 5-day waiting period if the meeting cannot take place within that time frame. However, remember there should rarely be ARD emergencies. Both the parent and the school district should be given at least 5 days notice to ensure meaningful participation at the ARD by all committee members.
Good morning, Ms. Parent. We're here to have an ARD on your son. We'll go ahead and start introducing the committee members. I'll start with myself. I'm Mr. Principal.
I'm Miss Diagnostician.
I'm Mr. Special Ed Teacher.
And shouldn't there be another teacher here?
Like who?
Well, you know, somebody besides special ed. I kind of feel ganged up on here.
Are you talking about the gen ed teacher?
Oh yeah, I think, yeah, that's that one.
Well, right now, Ms. Parent, he's in his class with instruction, so he's not able to be present. But you know what, Mr. Special Ed? I think the coach is out there in the teacher now. Can you bring him in?
Let me go get it.
Thank you.
But I don't know if he's taking a PE class this semester. So what do you mean a coach?
We'll ask when he gets here in a few minutes. Hey, Coach, what's going on? Are we ready for the game tonight?
Doing good, very good.
All right. Very good. This is Mr. Coach. This is a parent.
Hi.
And she's concerned that you don't know her son.
No, I didn't say he didn't know my son. I said I don't think my son doesn't have a PE class this semester, so doesn't that person have to be involved with my son?
Well, yeah, Mr. Coach. You don't have him this year? You don't have your son for PE this year?
Yes, I do. I do have.
You don't have him. And you had him last semester, or you have him this semester?
I had him last semester for quite a bit, and this semester I do know the kid.
You know him, but
yeah.
you don't have him in your classroom, but you know him.
Yes,
and you see him out in the cafeteria during lunchtime?
And
Very
that's
good.
acceptable, sir?
That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I think we can get what we need from him to continue with our IEPs.
Okay.
The IDEA requires a school district to ensure that an ARD committee membership includes parents and/or the adult student, a regular education teacher, a special education teacher, a representative of the local education agency, an individual who can interpret evaluations such as assessment personnel, and other individuals with knowledge or special expertise at the discretion of the parent or the local education agency, and, if appropriate, the student. The general education teacher and the special education teacher should have direct knowledge about the student, or at the very least be knowledgeable about a proposed curriculum for the student. A school district would deny FAPE to a student by inviting an unknowledgeable general education teacher to the ARD committee solely for the purpose of fulfilling its requirement to include a general education teacher.
All right, Ms. Dag, go ahead and we're going to get started with the ARD meeting. You can take over now. At this time, I don't want to rush because we do have a pep rally in about 30 minutes, and it's our first pep rally, and we're going to go support our team. Let's go, please.
Okay, at this time I'm going to start reviewing the annual, and we can start with the PLAFs and the IEPs.
Oh, I forgot the PLAFs in my room. Ma'am, you don't mind, Ms. Parent, we can go over those later. It'll be fine. It's basically the same as last year.
They're gonna be the same?
Yes. We'll change the dates. It'll be
Mr.
fine.
Principal,
Well, he's still in the same classes, so we'll continue with the same IEPs.
and that's acceptable?
Exactly. Oh, yes.
I think, yeah. Y'all agree?
Committee?
Then we committee agree?
If nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
All right.
Draft IEPs and draft PLAFs should be prepared in advance of the ARD. An ARD committee meeting cannot proceed without them. However, it should be made clear at the beginning of the ARD committee meeting to all members that the services proposed are only recommendations for review and discussion with the parents. While the school district has the right to meet, discuss, and prepare a draft IEP before the ARD meeting, the school district should also make it clear at the ARD that the document is only a draft, that it can be changed, and the minds of the district members on the ARD committee are open to considering revisions to the IEP, placement, and/or PLAFs.
Okay, now I'm going to start reviewing his modifications. As I understand, he doesn't have any changes in his modifications.
Everything is the same as last year.
Okay, so none of the modifications will be removed.
That's correct. We don't need to add any. We don't need to take any away.
Is he still going to use his assistive technology?
Oh, assistive technology. You know, we don't necessarily use assistive technology in our classrooms. Does he need assistive technology, Ms. Parent? I don't feel like that he does.
You're the teacher, you'd know those things.
No.
Well, but does he like having that iPad?
Well, he likes it, but I mean, he plays with it all the time.
Well, why can't we just let him keep it?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
if we're talking the iPad, no, he needs to have that because his little brother uses it at home.
Well, now that's certainly appropriate, I guess.
You know, we have it. Let him use it. He can play games on it.
Okay. Well, so he gets
So
assistive
he's-
technology after all.
And he's going to use it for every subject.
Oh, yes. All subjects.
You think he needs it for PE?
You can look up the scores, that's for sure.
All right, then we'll put it for PE as well. Clear across all modifications. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
At the annual ARD review, each proposed accommodation carefully. Do not automatically assume that the accommodation is needed for the student solely because the student has received it in previous academic years. Assess each accommodation to ensure that it is still needed by the student. Do not check off every box for every class, for every placement for the student. The IDEA requires that an individualized education plan be developed for the student after the discussion of the PLAFs. An individualized education plan includes appropriate accommodations that are necessary to measure the student's academic achievement and functional performance. The IEP must also state the projected dates for the beginning of the services and modifications, along with the anticipated frequency, location, and duration of those services and modifications.
Okay, now we're going to review his behavior plan.
Yes, I have it right here. Oh no, I remember now. He doesn't have a behavior plan, and that's the reason we're not going to send him to STEP today, because he doesn't have a behavior plan. We need to create one. Do we have any behavior?
Maybe I'm hungry because this is taking kind of long.
At home?
Thank you.
At home, he's perfect. He's just a great kid. You know, gets along with everybody.
Well, that's not the way he is here at school. He's very, very problematic here. And
that's just hard to believe because he's just such a great kid at home, gets along with his brothers and sisters, the neighbor kids.
You know, guys, I'm sorry, but we're taking too long in this meeting.
Okay,
And
well,
the parent is almost about to start. Coach is
here's
here.
what we'll do. I'll go ahead and create the behavior plan later, and
you send it home?
and I'll send it home.
Hey, that's perfect. We'll just continue. Great.
Okay,
Great idea, Mr.
yeah, so that's what you say. You're in charge.
You must go through the state-mandated criteria in order to determine the most appropriate state assessment for the student. This should prompt a discussion among committee members. It should not be a determination made solely by the administrator. Remember also that a change of placement decision for a student receiving special education can only be made by the ARD committee. It is not a unilateral decision to be made by a parent or administrator. If a change of placement occurs without ARD committee approval, it amounts to a denial of FAPE. A behavior intervention plan is a set of positive behavioral interventions and supports, along with other strategies designed to assist a student whose behavior impedes his own learning or the learning of others. A district must develop and implement a BIP or review an existing BIP when 1. A student with a disability commits an act of misconduct that the ARD committee determines is a manifestation of his disability, or 2. A student has been removed for more than 10 days from his current placement for a disciplinary offense, or 3. In developing an IEP, the IEP team finds the child's behavior impedes his own learning or the learning of others. The BIP must be developed on a case-by-case basis. A failure to develop a BIP can amount to a denial of FAPE. Remember to discuss in the ARD committee the extent to which his IEPs can be met in his alternative placement.
Okay, at this time we're going to read the summary of deliberations.
Okay, boy, am I writing this.
Wait. What are we going to read the summary deliberations? Everyone's been here the entire ARD. I have 5 minutes before the pep rally. I'm sorry, it's the first pep rally of the year.
That sounds
Everyone
good
was
to me.
here.
Coach,
Let's
what do you
just go
think?
ahead and sign, and we'll send the copies to the
Ma'am,
parent.
you
Go ahead and
sure?
start signing, please. Can I sign first? Thank you, because we need to leave. Coach? And you may be excused, because I may have to get ready.
See you guys later.
All right, let's go win that game tonight.
You're in agreement, right, with everything?
Yeah. You guys are, you're the professionals.
Thank you so much. And you signed disagreed? Why did you sign disagreed?
Well, I haven't seen anything. I have nothing in front of me. Look at the desk. Nothing. What can I agree?
Ay. Oh, no.
We can't have someone disagree.
No, can you just put agree and then we'll meet again next time?
And
send
we'll let you
copies.
know. We'll call you.
Thank you so much, and you can be our guest at the pep rally.
The ARD committee must engage in consensus building in order to agree to an education plan for the student. There is not majority vote rule for ARD committee meetings, and the parents do not have veto power. If the committee does not reach consensus due to the parents' disagreement, the disagreement must be noted in the minutes as well as on the signature page. An offer to reconvene in 10 days must be offered to the parent. However, the parent does not have to accept the offer. Always have a copy of the procedural safeguards available to give to a parent who disagrees with the educational plan proposed by the ARD committee. It is best practice to allow the parent to sign the signature page first before ensuring all district committee members sign the signature page. A parent has the right to all documents generated by the ARD committee, including notes taken by school district committee members.
Miss Diag, we just got this TA special ed complaint from that parent. Call Ms. Mook and have her fix it.
A parent has the right to file a TEA special education complaint against a school district, even if the parent has agreed to the recommendations of the ARD committee. TEA will ask the school district to submit documents and statements in order to determine if state or federal law violations have occurred. If TEA determines that violations have occurred, TEA may mandate that the school district conduct evaluations, provide compensatory services, give monetary reimbursement for educational expenses to the parent, conduct an ARD meeting or conduct staff training, review and/or revise policies, and/or submit to periodic monitoring or reporting to TEA.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. You will be trained today on ARD procedures. Although I hope this training and video will help you in preparing you for your special education issues this year, know that I, along with my staff, continue to be at your disposal when you need us. Have a great and academically successful school year.